Chanhassen. Welcome to Storm Central. I'm Stenner Anfinrud.
And I'm Julia Armani. I'm so excited for our favorite spooky holiday coming up.
Yeah, the Halloween dance is tonight. Get your tickets at the door and don't forget to dress up in your spookiest costume.
Hey Stenner, remember how we implemented standard-based grading last year?
Yeah, and 15 courses at Chanhassen are participating in the system this year.
Let's take a look at a video to see more about it.
Chanhassen High School is currently transitioning to a different grading system called standards-based grading. This gives students a grade depending on how well they meet criteria. Ms. Ozian and Ms. Hallberg share their positive opinions on this topic.
I personally like standards-based grading. I think that it gives you a better idea of your understanding rather than an A, B, C, or D, or an F. I also think that when you standard-based grade, you're less focused on the letter that you're getting and the points, and more focused on your understanding.
Standards-based grading, I really like it. I think it's scary to a lot of people because it's new. I mean, the same system that we've had forever. I was doing that back in the 80s, so I think it's not comfortable for people, but I think once they make that transition, it's really good for people.
If we can reach an understanding where everybody understands what a 1, 2, 3, or 4 means and how it's going to eventually translate into a grade, and get them to focus on just learning of the material rather than the points or the scale, I feel like it will benefit them in the long run. They'll see letter grades again when they get to the end of the semesters, and they'll see them in college. But it kind of gives you a better understanding of where you're at, which once you get to post-secondary is more important than the point scale that you're working with. Their concerns range from how am I going to know how we're doing, when is my grade going to come out, how am I going to transfer to a college transcript. I feel like if we can find a way to kind of blend those two, then the cons will disappear and kind of fade into just the pros.
The pros are that when I give a grade, I really know that that grade is what the student did. It's not just a random percentage, you got this many wrong, and has nothing to do with anything except the percentage you got right or wrong. Cons are that, like I said, it's unfamiliar, and so people are figuring it out, and anytime you're doing things new, you're going to make mistakes. So I think we're in a transition time, and, that's hard.
The more prepared you are in terms of material that you've learned, the better. Having been in college, having been in high school, a lot of times it was memorizing just for the test and forgetting it afterwards since I didn't think it was important. If you're striving to have an understanding and that's what your teachers are assessing rather than the number of points you got on each thing, I think you'll be better prepared to get in a situation where you're responsible for your own learning, and it is important to not just memorize it in order to get through to the next semester or whatever class is going to build on your current one.
Yes, they have to strive, but they also have to have chances to improve. They have to have chances to struggle and still grow and move forward. I think that if this is a system where it's a gotcha system, it's just as bad as the old one. And so it's about being intentional and making sure that as we implement this, we keep correcting so that it's always in students' favor.
Well, at least people are starting to get a grasp of it now.
You know what class we should have taken this year?
What?
Ceramics.
True that. I heard Miss Perret is a pretty groovy ceramics teacher.
Yeah, let's check her out.
I am Jana Perret, and I am a ceramics teacher here. I have awesome classes. I couldn't have handpicked my classes any better. I have great students this year. I'm excited to see the kind of work that they're doing. We have some new projects and some new clay bodies to work with, so just my classes. It's an exciting time.
Jana Perret is one of Chanhassen's finest ceramic teachers. Go to her room in the basement if you want to make a coil pot or just talk to a friendly face.
I like the lower level. I stay down here a lot. I don't meander upstairs too often, and it's just a creative space. We have great students that come down here. They're making good work, and it's a creative hub, we might want to look at it as. So it's a good place. It's fun. A lot of highlights this summer. I did a lot of hiking, and I got engaged this summer, so that was really exciting as well. I had a professor in college. His name was Ed Navone, who was my painting instructor, and he was really, really hard, and he was a little bit mean, but he said to approach everything like it mattered. Like, don't assume that anything is just practice. He's like, go into it like you mean it, and you always get the most out of it that way. And I think if you approach that, it's true. Like, even kind of mediocre, trivial things that you might be put to task to do, if you can, like, go into it like it matters, you get a lot out of it.
Wow. I would like to have her as my ceramics teacher.
Yeah, me too.
I heard Haley and Brenna have a lot to tell us about sports. Take it away, Brenna and Hale Coco.
Hello, and welcome to Storm Sports. I'm Brenna Roseth.
And I'm Haley Collette, and we're here to bring you the recent updates on sports here at Chanhassen High School.
Recently, we have had many wins with the girls swimming. They are 6-0. The girls beat Chaska a few weeks ago, and the team is conference champions. Their sections will start this coming Saturday.
The football team had a few wins this season. Better luck next year, boys. They beat Bloomington Jefferson in a quadruple overtime. They hosted a strong section win with 5 conference picks. Hey, nationally ranked robotics team, do you think you could figure out how to make a few football players for next year?
Make sure they're cute. The cross-country boys and girls sections meet is today in Hutchinson.
Haley Hawkinstead will be playing singles in the state tennis tournament today and tomorrow at the University of Minnesota. This will be her 5th state tournament appearance. The girls tennis team had a successful season with 11-3 record and ending the season as conference champs.
Girls soccer also had a solid season with a huge upset win against Eden Prairie, beating them for the first time in history. They were also section runner-ups with a record of 13-3-3.
Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for next week's updates on Chanhassen Sports.
Thanks, Hale, Coco, and Brenna.
We're going to finish this week's Storm Central with a video on freshmen and their Chromebooks.
Yeah, wow, am I jealous.
Same.
2014, District 112 approved a new referendum that would allow more money for the technology in next year's budget. This would allow 3rd, 6th, and 9th graders to get Chromebooks.
One of the biggest pros is probably that it's really easy to log in and stuff, and one of the cons is like if you break it, it sucks.
I only have one extra. The school does give me one extra. So far I've had to make a couple of copies. Usually I'll make about 3 copies or 4 copies each morning. But it's happened. It's happened where the kids have forgotten them and they come in right away and say, oh my gosh, I forgot my Chromebook. What should I do?
There's a lot of games like Snake and Cube Field. Well, those are games I play and I get distracted by them, but I'm pretty sure I see other people.
We can't obviously sit and watch Netflix during class. We have to use them for what they're supposed to be used for during class. But then at home, I think we can just use them for whatever.
A couple buddies that work over in Chaska, they've talked about, I think they have 120 students who don't have Wi-Fi, but I haven't heard that here yet. At least they haven't brought it to my attention as of yet, or it hasn't become a problem.
Probably change making it easier to get to the scheduler. It's pretty easy already, but just kind of making it easier to understand a little bit better.
I've got a 3rd grader at home, and that little monkey knows more about computers than I do, so I think it'd be fine with him.
All right, well, that's all we have for this week's edition of Storm Central.
Thanks for watching.
Have a spooky long weekend, Chanhassen.
It's Halloween. We have to do it. I'm not doing that. Bloody Mary freaks me out. It only takes 5 seconds. What are the rules? I'll show you. Come on. So you put 2 candles down and you face the mirror. You say Bloody Mary 3 times and you turn around in a circle while you're doing that. It'll be fine. It's fun. Ready? Okay. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. See, not scary. Okay, I'm too creeped out. Everybody class. I can't believe she fell for that. Bloody Mary isn't real.
It's called. Go first.
Bloody Mary. You phone this.
The number you have dialed has been changed.